That's very true.
With the studio and everything, when me and Chris started, it was just me and him in his room. We're like, we need to get people, anybody. And then we got a few people. I'm like, let's try this idea, but we got to change our format. These interview questions are weird. And I stopped wearing, goofy shirts, and then we started wearing nice things. And then we got some backdrops. They weren't the best, but we were working with them. Then we got actual studio lighting, working on getting the audio better.
A long way you've come.
And we have people who show up every week.
And with everything that I see you grow with, I pat myself on the back and I say, you saw this in them back when.
Yep.
Yeah, and we couldn't have done it without you guys, because if people wouldn't show
up. Well,
I'm
so glad you picked the ball up and ran with it.
Well, that's when you get the desire for something and you know what you want, you'd be a fool not to run with it. And that's the vision that Kareem and I had, and this is just the beginning. Believe me, we're not even close to where we want to be yet, but we're getting there. But this is just the beginning.
And that's what I'd say too. It's just the start of it, and then someday we'll have 20, 30, 40, 100 people on Zoom. It'll crash, and I'm fine with that, because it's all about the last point, communication. Just keep telling people about it. If you had fun, I'm going to need you to tell everybody you've ever known, your grandmammy, your uncle, your brother, your sister, your cousin, twice removed, and unite the world's entrepreneurs and have fun.
Yep. Yeah, it's very important. Communication's everything, especially with your audience, with your customers, with your friends, with your family. It's like I said, applying word equals deed everywhere that I can. So, I mean, I'm integrating the stuff I learned in Pay Me What I'm Worth more and more each day. And on that note, I am going to share my screen and go through some of the stuff. I won't know if we're going to go through all of it tonight, because my mom's boyfriend, Derek, is here, and he wants to go out and get a phone, and he needs my expertise and my help picking a new device. So if you want to go through that stuff.
We do have to pass the generation and baton to,
yeah.
The younger generation. They knew the latest trends and what's savvy. And
I just want to make sure he gets a phone that he likes, and that some salesperson doesn't dupe him into buying a piece of crap that he doesn't want.
All right. Well, let's get it going.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to share the screen, Kareem, and you let the people, we'll go through it real quick, and then I'll sign off.
Okay.
If you want to do that. We don't have to go through everything tonight. We can do it in pieces if you want, because it is quite a long, this is our professional, personal product mission statement that we both created together for the
You want to just talk about it instead?
Yeah. So what we're doing is we've broken down our services into modules. We've got I'll go through our chief motivation. The internet is a vast and amazing invention for entrepreneurs to utilize to create new businesses and generate capital in multiple ways. The problem is that with so much information online, especially for someone who is considering becoming an entrepreneur, or for new entrepreneurs, it can be frustrating and sometimes scary. The Entrepreneur Power Hour solves this dilemma by creating a community of professional entrepreneurs with different backgrounds and skills all under one roof, uniting the same goal. The goal is to make online business owners and entrepreneurs successful not only monetarily, but mentally and spiritually. So our chief aim and goals are to unite the world's entrepreneurs, number one. Number two, our services include video production, blogging strategies, social media marketing, personal development courses, cryptocurrency education, life coaching, business consulting, which would fall under helping you identify legitimate opportunities from scams, why you may or may not want to choose network marketing. Okay, the third thing we are offering with our chief aim is giving people a platform to come and present their business and organizations to other entrepreneurs, life coaching services, as well as providing sound YouTube collaborations and content advice for those who would like to build a successful YouTube channel. So I'll get into the product descriptions here. So the first one we have is under coaching and personal development. The initial goal setting session is $25 for 30 minutes. Then we have basic coaching for $50 per hour. Advanced coaching is $150, group coaching $150 an hour, and then I'll get into all that at the end of next week's show.
Yeah, I'll just give you a basic rundown.
Yeah, go ahead, Kareem.
What happened is, to put this in perspective, I would say about a month ago, I get a call from Chris saying, hey, something really good happened. And I'm always excited to hear that, because then you're always wondering. It's like Christmas morning. but you don't
Yeah, it was
unwrap
good.
the present, you unwrap good news. A guy named Tom called, said he unwrap good news. A guy named Tom called, said he saw our site, went on it, said he liked what we were doing, really believed in it, but said he wanted to give it a facelift and give it some products. And I'm thinking, oh, we're having trouble making money. Maybe it's because we don't have anything to sell. And then he starts talking about actually giving it a facelift. So we sent in what we thought a business person would do as an entrepreneur, a person who likes to have fun, and an educational person, describing them what the Power Hour was. And he looked at both of us, said, I'll do the education side, Chris will do the business side. Let's create a Shopify store, if you guys are familiar with e-commerce. And on the Shopify store, let's actually put your products, your services, and different things. And we're also going to try and get, like everything like Chris was saying, ways to brand people, ways to create videos for them, ways to actually help them one-on-one. And in addition, I'm going to try and add t-shirts and memorabilia. So we're looking to launch it February 1st. That's the quick rundown of what's been happening.
Yeah.
It's not like confusing. Does that all make sense?
Oh, wow. This is exciting. February 1st is just around the corner.
That's our projected launch date. Now, anything could happen, especially working with technology. I say, oh, this is a launch date. This is a launch date. I'm also going to try and launch my Speak Your Mind Now site for public speaking as well. But right now, we're looking at February 1st for the Shopify launch date.
Yeah.
Where people can come on and actually get products. And if you bring people to there, we can actually give you a percentage.
Yes, we will. We absolutely will, especially for the group coaching. Anybody who helps us with group coaching, so if there's certain skills that we don't know and that you know and you come on and do a group coaching, they will definitely be paying you guys to help out. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Someone could come on and say, I need blogging help. And I say, well, I don't do that anymore, but I know Dan Sissick can.
Yep.
We charge them $150 maybe
Per hour.
Yeah. Or it can even be flexible, and then we give everybody a percentage.
Oh yeah,
helps us.
And we also are offering the Pay Me What I'm Worth coaching, which is going to be $200 per month, and we need 12 people for this class. And this is a specialized life coaching program that will last a year, and only serious and dedicated people can be involved. The cost is $200 and requires a group of 12 to get the class started. The class consists of a physical workbook, online interaction materials, and a support team leader. The purpose of Pay Me What I'm Worth is to help others achieve balance and raise their consciousness and the consciousness of others through a little trick we call exploring. If interested, you can contact Kareem663@gmail.com, or you can contact chrispeters8705@hotmail.com to see if you qualify.
And that's a description I wrote, because here's and we'll end it on this note. I talked to Marsha when I first started Shopify. I'm like, okay, I'm a tech dude, and I think I got the site looking nice. I think I got it looking decent. The problem is I wrote goofy descriptions, and I'm like, Marsha, promote some of our stuff. And she's like, well, get your descriptions better. So I sat down and said, what do we actually offer? What pain do we solve? And that's all what Chris, was reading. It's something I sat down at work one day when I had some time and wrote it all down. So February 1st, get excited. And the 7 pillars of how to influence your market: trust, individuality, build in that tribe. Got to build that tribe. That's what we're doing here. Collaboration, communication, promotion, and most of all, adding value, which you guys all did today, and I hope we can do for people on the internet. This is Kareem and Chris with the Power Hour. Keep on rocking in the free world.